Hello, this is SmileFlips. Welcome back to another episode of Super Mario 64. So in this episode, we're going to start off by doing the 100 coins challenge. Of course, starting off with the tiny island. And then, yeah, once we've done this, we will quickly run around the tiny island because I genuinely think the tiny island is the easiest one to mess up. The huge island's got more space, got more room to do stuff. And yeah, I genuinely think the huge island is easier overall anyway. So yeah, what we're going to do is gonna go around this way. Why? Yep, so I'm gonna mainly focus on 100 coins at the moment. Try to get the 100 coins done, then once we've done the 100 coins, then continue on to finish the level. Like, it feels so weird not being able to just restart the level from the, like, pause menu. I know that's a thing that's, like, on the modded version I've been playing of this game, which is the online version. But, yeah. It's a shame that you can't genuinely restart the level when you mess up, as I'm pretty sure that's something that's even been in Sunshine where you've been able to exit the stage that you were on. There we go. I don't need to go back. I can just continue on. Which, yeah. Come on. We're not after the Tiny Secrets one. Because, yeah, in this one I want to do the red coins. That's Koopa the Quick. That's where he is in the huge island. So, yeah, what the plan is it's simply just to climb to the top of this island. Get all of the coins that we can. Then after that, swap over to Huge Island, restart this whole entire level from on the Huge Island. And then, yeah, once we've done the Huge Island as well, then we are pretty much then ready for, well, the secret red coin thing. Secret of the red coins, whatever it is. I know I'm probably thinking of the wrong level when I'm saying, like, level names. But I'm not as familiar with Mario 64 as I am with, say, Mario Sunshine. Just because I don't play this one as much. Like, it's not that I don't like Mario 64, it's more I think that Mario 64 is a good game. But I don't think it's as good as, say, Mario Sunshine. I think that Mario Sunshine is one of the two best 3D Marios. Like, I'd rather play Sunshine than 64. But I'd rather play, say, Mario 64 over some other games, so, yeah. It's not the worst Mario, but it's also not the best. It's one that you can genuinely, like, complete quite quickly. and it's also one of the Mario games with the worst controls. In my opinion, like, I don't particularly think this game controls well. It feels dated. That's how I feel about this. I think, yeah, I like the stylized nature of it, but when you're playing it on, like, a modern television, you can tell that this was made for, like, a 90s console. But looking at it from the perspective of the era it was made in, comparing it to games around the time, a lot of the games look similar to this around that time. Not the Mario series, because Mario, they were still getting used to it. But I do think there is charm in the low poly designs of the characters. Especially because it shows you, like, the evolution. Which is also why I think it's good that in Odyssey they actually made Mario 64 Mario a playable character. Even if it is just a costume, like, having reference to, like, Mario 64 in a modern game is actually quite good. It's like Whomp's Fortress returning in Galaxy. Well, it's Galaxy 2 that it returns, but still the Galaxy series. And yeah, I genuinely think it's actually quite nice to reference this game, even though it's by far one of, if not my least favourite 3D Mario. Because I genuinely think that there's nothing wrong with Mario 64. I genuinely think that, yeah, it has got so much positive stuff about it, but when you look at it from the perspective of, like, 2020, when the 3D All-Stars collection was released, the Nintendo kind of released a inferior, like, Mario game with two of the best. But yeah, I just wonder what people will say about my opinion, because I know, like, the Mario fan base is very much like, split on opinions. But yeah, like, I can be critical of a game and say that it doesn't look as good as the rest of the series. Especially a game like this, where it's the first ever 3D Mario. They've never made a 3D Mario before this, so of course it's going to look a bit rough around the edges. Of course it's not going to play as well as, say, Mario Odyssey, one of the most recent ones. But I genuinely think that all this game needs is a from the ground up remake. Or even, like, just graphical enhancements. Because, yeah. Imagine Mario 64 with, say, Mario Odyssey camera, Mario Odyssey graphics. I genuinely think that that would sell really well. Especially for Nintendo, who seem to just want to keep making money. They keep wanting to re-release games that they've already produced, already made, or make sequels to them. Imagine that, Mario 64, but HD. A bit like what they've done with, like, Luigi's Mansion 2. It's like Luigi's Mansion 1. We should get a HD version of that on Switch. There we go. We've got the star. Let's just make our way round. Let's go and do the red coins. Oh. Okay. I'll go back and I will genuinely do that on... I'll genuinely go back and like max out the 100 coins off camera. I don't want to really be boring in the sense of we're just redoing 100 coins in a video because I'm not happy that I've only got 101 coins on the list. Which, yeah, it is clearly passable to do that, but because this is probably going to be the only time that I really play Mario 64 on my Switch, I genuinely want the save file to look decent. Just so that when I show people, I can be like, look at how many coins I got in each level. Okay. Plus as well, I could have done it better anyway because I technically wasn't doing the best I could with the giant Goombas anyway. Plus as well, you can't really get every single coin in this level anyway because of the whole Wiggler and other one. But yeah, if I can get like a ridiculous amount of coins, like 100 and say 27. Just as a random number, I'm not saying that's probably how many I'd be able to get. Why is this level such a difficult level? Let's jump through the painting again. Such an annoying level. Oh, it doesn't regenerate in the cave. I know some levels it regenerates you where you lose. But yeah, let's just try and get this done as quickly as I can. After that, then we can go to level 14, which is by far my least favourite in the game. And after that, we can do Rainbow Ride, which is one that I actually enjoy. As well as that stupid wing cap level, which I think I'll do after my least favourite level, just so that I finish the level, just so I finish the game with like levels that I actually enjoy, not levels that I don't like, not levels that I feel are very much, oh, let's just make a difficult challenge for the sake of it being difficult. That's not how game design should be. Game design should be both fair and enjoyable. Like, I think Mario 64 controls awfully, but I'm not going to say it's a bad game because I genuinely think that for the time it was released and for like the level of like care that's been put into it over the years, and the fact it's one of the most iconic Mario games, you can't really judge it on the sense of, oh, it's not as good as, say, Mario Sunshine. Why? This game doesn't actually register all inputs. It's annoying, but yeah. What do we have to do to beat this game? 100%? But I've always found that to be an issue with this game. Is it doesn't always register the inputs properly. I don't know if it's Mario 64 or if it's just like the 3D All-Stars port. But on 3D All-Stars, this game seems like horrible to control. But yeah. Like, my opinion of Mario 64 has always been that it's not as good as the other Mario games, but it's still a good game. And I genuinely think it's worth it. I genuinely think it's worth playing the game on, say, I still think it's worth playing the game at least once if you're a Mario fan. Even if you know that, like, the nature of the game isn't for you. Like, yeah, anyone can enjoy any game that they want. Like, everyone can have their own opinions. Like, I'm not saying that you're wrong for saying that this is the best Mario game. Whilst personally I don't agree that it's that good of a game, I understand where some people are coming from when they say that. Even, like, modern day people, like... Mario 64 is an iconic game. You can't say that it isn't. Like... I genuinely think that if you are insulting a game and comparing it to like modern ones, not like what I did where I'm saying that this doesn't have the same like quality, because it doesn't. Like, I'm not critiquing the game, I am critiquing the 3D All-Stars version of it. Because I genuinely think that 3D All-Stars poorly emulates the, like, classic games that it tries to, like, emulate. It's like Sunshine, like, I understand where, like, the Sunshine hatred comes from, even though I love it. Because, yeah, I genuinely think that Sunshine is kind of outdated. It's not, like... It's the time when Mario was very experimental. Because the console it was on. But that doesn't mean that you can't judge Mario Sunshine based on, well, your own opinions on it. Yeah, people don't like Sunshine, people don't class it as a Mario game, just because of how unique it is. Like, you can say that it doesn't have the quality of, like, modern Nintendo. Like, that doesn't mean that it's a bad game, that doesn't mean that you're criticising it in a negative manner. What it's doing is it's saying, look, I grew up with, say, the Wii generation, and they wouldn't release something like this on the Wii. And then you remember all the shovelware that's on the Wii, like Ninja Breadman, Anubis, Mr. Bean's Wacky World of Wii. All of those games aren't very good, that feel cheap, feel like they're just cash-ins that, like, studios are doing to be like, oh, the Wii's popular, let's just release a cheap game that no one's actually going to play. And then, yeah, we'll trick grandmas into thinking, oh, my grandson's got that console, let's buy this game. Because they like Gingerbread Man, oh, they like Egyptian mythology. They like this, or they like that. Oh, this game's going to be good for them. And then they get home, and then the kid plays the game, thinks it's acceptable, and then 10 years later, once they genuinely play proper video games, or once they actually get genuinely decent games, they then say, oh, this game's not very good, and then donate it to charity shops. And then, yeah, when they donate it to charity shops, then you have literally a bunch of these really bad video games that people don't ever want to have be produced by them. Oh, we beat him. No way, you beat me again. And I just spent my entire savings on one of these new Cooper Mach 1 sprint shoes. Here, I guess I have to hand this star to the winner of the race. Congrats, Mario. That's the last time we're going to see Cooper the Quick. I genuinely think that he's quite a good character. And I just genuinely think it's good that he's referenced in Odyssey. I like to think that he's met other Coopers that like running and has introduced them into like the running and that he does. And then they've all took up running and become this group that runs together. But yeah, we've now got 17 stars left to get. We'll go speak to Toad, and then after that we'll probably do 2 or 3 stars on this horrible level. For then going Rainbow Ride, hopefully in the next episode. Yay, we got another star. Like, it's a shame Toad's not got his annoying voice that he has in other levels. Yep. 104. 13 secret stars, so there's 2 left. And yeah. Between episodes, I am actually going to go and do Tiny Huge Island again and genuinely get the one that I want. With this, depending on which number the hand is on, depends on the speed of the level. I think I've got the one that I like. Yeah, I have the slow one. Like, I'm not going for 100 coins, I don't think. I want to genuinely try and get a few of the other ones first. Because I genuinely want to explore the whole level, because I don't know if the whole level's accessible yet. Or if it's just certain, or unless you have to unlock certain parts of the level. Go, come on. So there is a hand that comes round. There it is. We'll do this one first. Because yeah, I genuinely think that this hand one is actually quite easy. You just now ride this hand round to the star that's over there. Then once we've done that, then we get the next one. I don't know why I always found this particular star difficult though. Well, it's not this one, it's just this level in general. I don't like this level because it just feels, well, annoying and repetitive and all that rubbish. Like, I get the appeal of it. I genuinely think it's actually quite a cool level gimmick. That yeah, you climb up a tower. It's something that I genuinely think that they did well in Lego Island as well. Which is literally my first ever platformer, if I remember right. I played Lego Island before I played Mario, so I think the nostalgia for me is pretty much Lego Island 2 Brixton's Revenge. Being one of my first platformers is genuinely something that I found quite actually funny. But yeah, my first ever game with platforming in was a Lego thing. But yeah, just because that was my first game does not mean that I think it's better than like other platformers. I genuinely don't. Nostalgia, yes, can influence your opinion on stuff. Your memories of like games and content can influence you. But you can still look at the games and everything else that you love through the objective lens of, is it still good? Does it still hold up to this day? Especially with re-releases. Because Because with re-releases, you can notice stuff that you never originally noticed. Yep, get a hand. That's the one that I wanted to do. If we can get to 100 and, say, 7 stars, which is doable. In fact, no, I want to stop time for that one. Pretty sure the red coin star is stop time for 8 red coins, if I remember right. But that's not going to be when we do our 100 coin star. I think when we do 100 coins, that will solely be 100 coins. Because this is the one level that I don't like doubling it up on. Just because of how it is. We'll continue up now. Like, I know that's the one it wants us to get, but I want to go further higher up. For now. I just want to see, like, the rest of the levels, see... Just get to learn it. Because, yeah, if I can learn the layout of it, then I can then focus on, well, later stuff. Stuff that all players will be interested in, like, completing. In fact, let's do whatever this is. There we go. What's on top of this cage? Okay, I don't know if that's the one that we've already walked past or if that's a different one. There we go. There's a block in there. Come on. I've potentially seen 3 of the stars. I know I've seen at least 2 of them. Yeah, I'm climbing to the very, very top of the level. No, I'm not. I'm just going to run along to this bit. I think this is the pendulum bit. Here it is. Just get an easy star. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's 40 blue coins then. Not 40 blue coins, 40 coins worth of collectibles for 100 coins. Okay. Like, you've just got to learn this level. I'm going to get one more star just so that I get to 107. I think it's 12 where it goes really slow. Well, it's stationary. I'll try doing that for the red coins. If the whole thing is stationary... Here it is. Like, stop time for 8 red coins is the one that we're doing. Like, I just genuinely love how, like, the stars are... The star names are actually themed to the levels. Like, Mario Odyssey, they don't really theme the level, like, names, the star names to the levels they're in. Yes, in some elements they do, but not always. I genuinely don't think it looks that good. Like, yeah. I know quite a lot of people probably like Odyssey. I like Odyssey. I'm not criticising the game as a game. I'm criticising the presentation of a game that, yeah, if you respect the game, criticise it. If you love a franchise a lot, like I do with Mario, you will criticise elements of the games. Especially stuff like the level names in Odyssey, like... Imagine having, like, puns like... To the top of the top hat, or... Topper's top hat trouble, or something like that. Have, like, the character names in it, which, yes, the Broodals are actually kind of inspired by hats. So why not put references to, like, the Broodals in the level names? Like, Nintendo, you could have easily had a way to say, look, we're creating a world. Look, these new characters, they're identifiable because of the game they're in is themed around hats. Why not have all of the characters be themed around the hats? Have them be themed around, like, Mario. Have them be themed around, like, the hats. Like, yeah, Mario's got a sentient hat in that game. Who's got a sister. Like, have the Broodals hats also be related to him. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna get the other one that I wanted to get. Just because I want to try and get this game finished. Plus, as well, I know we can get to that particular star quite quick. Then the next episode, we've got 3 stars left on this level. Which is by far one of my least favourites, but... we need to 100% it. We need to collect everything. I just want to get the one in the cage. Because if we can get the one in the cage... that's this level's main objective. I know one of them's Swamp. And then... I can't remember the other one, but yeah. The fact we're actually getting through TikTok Clock quite quick is genuinely making me happy, because this is my least favourite level in Mario 64. Well, it's my least favourite Mario level in general. So yeah, there we go, we've got the star. Thanks for watching this episode. In the next episode, we'll finish this particular world, and we'll move on to the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye!